Hello everybody, Gavin McCormick here and welcome back to Financial Fundamentals, the course that lets you step into the world of adults and make big financial decisions in the hope that in the future this will help you make those decisions yourself. Now this week we're asking you to step into the world of Naomi Clark. Now Naomi Clark is a middle-aged woman who has some money saved in the bank. She has a job and she manages to earn a substantial salary, but she's not happy with the amount of money that the bank is paying her on her savings, so she wants to take a little risk. In fact, she wants to do some investing. This week, she's going to invest in the stock market. She's going to take her money and she's going to invest in a type of company in the hope that that company will do very well in the future. They will make profit, they will make advances, they will grow, and therefore her investment will grow and it will pay her dividends, and her money, which was sitting in the bank, will grow very, very quickly indeed, so that her lifestyle can be improved. Now there are three options of the things that she is going to invest in this week, and it's quite complicated this week because different companies do different things. Some are more risky than others, but also some are more sustainable. Now the first option she has this week is something called Blue Tech Ventures. Now Blue Tech Ventures are something that we call a startup, meaning it's a brand new company. It's just been established. They're just finding their way, they're just growing their team, they're trying to navigate the world, but there's something really special about Blue Tech Ventures, and that is they invest in sustainable energy. They work in the sustainable sector, meaning that yes, even though they are a startup, meaning they're quite risky, they don't have any history of how much they've made before, they are doing something wonderful in the world. And this week, does Naomi want to invest in a startup that's quite risky, makes the world a better place, or not? The second option that she has is a bond, what's called a safe haven bond, meaning this is a bond that is very established, it's been around for a very long time, it's linked to the government, and it will pay her every single year a profit. But this profit can be quite low, not like the startup. Some startups go very quickly, very, very high, and your small amount of money can become very big very quickly, but they can also fail. When it comes to bonds, these things have been around for a very long time and very rarely fail, meaning the risk factor is very, very, very low indeed, but the amount of money that she will gain each and every year will also be quite low. So does she take one that's risky or one that's not risky at all? And her third option is what we call green tech. Now this one is a technology company. Technology is very, very big in the world at the moment and will always be because it's very advanced. This is a green energy, meaning they are also very, very good for the environment, but they are well established. And that means that their interest that they're going to pay back, the amount of money that will grow, will also be quite small. It's not as small as the bonds, but it's not as high as the startup, meaning it's somewhere in the middle, but it also does something wonderful for the environment. So this week you have to make a decision based on the finances, but also based on the risk. You see, there is a chance that Naomi could lose all of her money. If she invests in the Blue Tech startup company, this could go bust, meaning it could go bankrupt. The money she puts in could all be lost. Can Naomi afford to lose all of this money and literally throw it away? This decision is not one based purely on numbers, because this is one also based on risk. The second one, which is a bond owned by the government, means that it's very stable. The risk is very low indeed. Naomi can sleep at night knowing her money is safe as anything, but the amount of interest or profit she will make each and every year will be very, very small. Does she need to make money? Can she survive with a small amount of income like this? And the third one, which is right in the middle there, is what we call a green tech company. This is well established, but its dividends, meaning the amount of money it pays her, is somewhere in the middle. It's not very high, it's not very low, but the risk is somewhere in the middle. This decision is not an easy one because she has to decide on the finances on one side, but the risk factor on the other. And this week we need you to help Naomi make that decision. which company, if any of them, should she invest in? And remember, there is no right answer. You need to contemplate all the data, all the figures. You need to take the advice from her friends and her peers, which is all on the task card. And then with your friends and your peers, you need to discuss and decide which option should Naomi Clark make, because in the future you may have some savings in your bank and you may want to invest them into stocks or shares in the stock market, and this will help you navigate which one you think you should invest in, if any at all. This is another financial fundamental. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you all next time.